What's up, YouTube? Dr. Kemp here, Hammond Doc. Today I'm going to demonstrate how I set up a test for vintage upper drivers. Now, in a previous video I did a demonstration on how I test upper drivers, but in that video I didn't show you how I actually go through the process of setting things up in order for me to test the driver. So I'm going to do that in this video today. I have on the desk a couple of drivers that I acquired recently that have not been tested. I've not tested either of these drivers. So we have a vintage V21 here that I'm going to try out and see what it sounds like, and a Hammond Suzuki ferrofluid driver. We're going to check it out, see what it sounds like. This V21 actually came as part of a Leslie 147 that I recently purchased out in Baltimore, Maryland area. And the Leslie ferrofluid was a purchase that I made off of eBay. So like I said, I have not tried out either of these speakers. So we're going to check them out today. Okay, so here we go. Here's what I have. I have the speakers. I have a later model crossover that we'll be using in our evaluation. I have the wires, alligator clips already attached to where they need to go. So you need to attach your alligator clips to the appropriate wires for the upper driver. As opposed to the bass woofer. This would be for the bass here. We're not dealing with the bass. We're not evaluating the bass woofer. I can do that at another time. That's another video. But for today, we're dealing with the upper driver. Okay. This is the audio plug that goes into an amplifier. We're using a 122 Leslie amplifier here. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the audio plug. I have a B3 organ that's already on. Here's a cable that goes to the Hammond B3 organ. I'm going to connect this plug to the 122 amplifier. And it's on. I just heard it click. Here we have the driver. I'm going to take now only two of these on this little plug are hot that you use there, that works. So I'm going to attach the clip to one. Reach down here and attach the second clip. And that's all that takes. Now, the next step is to play the organ. See what it sounds like. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the drawbars on the organ. It's at low volume. Then I'm going to crank it up. That's high volume there. That sounds good. Okay, you expect that, a little buzzing at the low end, as that is not a woofer. At the high end, you should not get any buzzing. It should be clear like this. Now that sounds good. That's good. That's good, clean V21. That sounds fantastic. Now let's try out this Leslie ferrofluid driver and see what we get. Now, just because, see, these V21s are, they're so old, they are suspect, and so they have a tendency to be unreliable, and so therefore, unless it is recombed or re-diaphragmed, and there's a gentleman up in Ohio that does that type of work. Unless they're re-diaphragmed, you can't be certain that you have a reliable V21. So I'll have to make a decision about how I'm going to actually use this particular speaker. Now, these Leslie ferrofluids tend to be much more reliable, but let's see how this one sounds, the one that I just picked up off of eBay. Let's see if I got a good deal here or not.
Papa.
Okay, let me do this, baby. Watch out. Don't touch that. Move, please move back. Please move back. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, that's loud. Woo, that's loud. Listen to it. Oh, it takes it on. Y'all hear that? Let me put a little trumpet. Little vibrato in there. Yeah, I'm telling you, that thing sounds awesome. That sounds good. Man, that sounds good. So, I'm telling you now, I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth on that. That was a good deal. Sometimes when you buy these things off of eBay, you don't know. You don't know what you're getting because you haven't tested it. And so you're going on the word of the seller, the description that they've given you. But in this particular instance, man, this thing is screaming. It's ready to go into your Leslie cabinet, and it will scream. So I'm very pleased with both of these upper drivers. Both of these upper drivers will go on my shelf. In fact, I'll have my son to clean this one up and to wipe this one off as well, and they'll go on my shelf. Sometimes I'll use these good V21s as a test driver or temporary use. If I run out of these for some reason, I have to order some more of these. Well, I have some backup drivers that I can install in someone's cabinet for temporary use. As I said, unless these are re-diaphragmed, I don't put them in my customers' cabinets for permanent use, because I can't rely on these as a vintage, because they're vintage drivers and have a tendency to blow at any point. But these you can depend on. Okay, so that's it for this segment of the Hammond Doc Presents, and so from me to you, peace out.